Well, hello there. This is Glenn1N, and this is Thunder Academy again. And once again, I thought I'd do a quick little video. I just arrived home from the UK Games Expo just late last night, and I was up early just kind of writing back emails and get myself settled for another week of work. Well, there you go, I'm still very tired. And decided that I would take my prototype down to my local pub again, because guess what? I got given back by the publisher when we were at Expo. We got the obstacles. Oh my god, it changes the game so much. Me being a bit of a semi-pro at this game, after probably about 20 playthroughs, you've played a few people, you've not seen everything the game can give, that's for sure, because I always seeing new strategies and tactics deployed, but these obstacles basically make the challenge and the puzzle that much more delicious when you're playing, especially in a multiplayer 3-4 player game. Anyway, so I thought I'd quickly just drop onto this. I don't know whether if any of you guys actually or girls saw me at the expo, but I was filling in these little mission log books here. And so every single time a game was played, I would fill in who was playing, what kind of game we were playing, who won, what round they won, how did they manage to win. In total, with these two books, I actually managed to get through 18 demos of the game, or playtests if you like, to be honest with you. And that's a lot. If you're a playtester, over the whole weekend, I could have probably fit in more, but I needed to get out of there every now and again and check out the expo for myself. Get some food and chill out with a couple of friends, so that I felt like I actually had made the best use of the expo. So 18 I was incredibly surprised with. The density and the quality of play and feedback was amazing. Probably the best I've ever had. And I've immediately initiated a few changes straight off the bat. As you can see now, the maneuver and also the boost action spaces are coloured. So during the teach, I can just say, look, these are the action spaces. You have to have at least one dice in yellow and one dice in blue, and people will get that. Not that there was much of a problem there. I feel like everybody who played the game engaged with it incredibly fast and incredibly well, and it's got something to do with the fact that this game looks like it's almost finished. So what happened? Well, obviously I got to do my game or demo my game on the publisher stand, Gen 42 Games. So thank you very much to Giuliani and his team for hosting me there. That was amazing. It was all a little bit last minute, but we managed to make it happen. We got the best out of it, I believe. And for an update as a result, I'm trying to strike while the iron is hot. And I am going to I'm going to try and plan the future few months with John in a video phone call tomorrow morning. So wish me luck on that one. Now, could it be that we've decided that we're going to push ahead with the publishing and development of the game, which would be amazing. But obviously the alternate could happen as well, but I wouldn't even be sad for either way right now, because I've learned so much about the game. I've grown in confidence in its ability to get people involved in various different scales and knowledge and of board games and what they play. So I've seen families with kids less than 10 years old immediately latch onto this game, all the way up to seasoned gamers. And actually, as you can see, I set up a 3-player game. It turns out we played more 3-player games than anything else. Now, that might have been something to do with the fact that that's kind of 3's a magic number, or most people always hung around in 3's. But this turned out to be pretty much the best setup, best version throughout the entirety of the game. So I'm really happy about that. And it just so happened to be the asymmetric version, as you can see, the rather beautifully designed 3-player ship models by Neil Jari, one of my best friends from yesteryear. He did that literally in the last moment as it was coming up to UK Games Expo, so big props out to him for doing that. And obviously I had to develop the new prototype around it. So yeah, 3-player. Oh my god, did I have a lot of fun with this. This current setup here is the expert version, or the non-simulated version, so you can see the spaces are a lot more. So there's going to be a lot more strategy, a lot less reliant on good dice rolls. But I think I mentioned in one of my updates, or my final updates, that I managed to turn a player who really didn't like dice roll games into liking this game, based on the fact that the dice could be augmented and used to obscure moves so well because of the mechanics behind it. He was really engaged in the end. Quite impressed he was, and he did really well as well, so that might have something to do with it. Maybe if he'd lost, he wouldn't have been quite so impressed. Maybe not. But yeah, so this is kind of how it's all been. I thought I'd just do a quick update, give you a flow for it before I basically tuck into a little bit of an after lunch pint and run through my obstacle game, because I have been waiting to play the obstacles on this new board ever since the beginning. Or ever since I started developing this new prototype anyway. And I really want to develop the obstacles for the new prototype, do some really, really flashy counters for that. But I'm going to be talking to John from Gen 42 tomorrow, so maybe that's going to be taken off my hands. Who knows? Wish me luck on that one. Maybe it's all going to be cool, but we're going to find out. The train ride up into Expo was great. The train ride back was a little bit stressful, but was made all the better and merrier because I met Yanis, who is one of the board gaming regulars at my local board gaming group, and Robin, who happens to be a bit of a dab hand at X-Wing, at the X-Wing fighter game, you know, the Star Wars one, and his girlfriend, his partner. And they were happy to talk to me for almost over an hour, probably an hour and a half on the train, which kept me awake and also really engaged. So thanks again for that chat. It motivated me a lot. So yeah, I'm going to leave you there. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm probably going to do a few more of these videos. I'm definitely going to do you guys an update after my chat with the publisher tomorrow, so we'll know what's going to be happening in the future. Might be able to release some tentative dates, and if not, yeah, I'm sure the future is going to be bright either way. So this is Glenn 1M. You've been looking at Thunder Academy, and I'll see you out there, no doubt.